Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, what is goody goody good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to yet another episode on the Football Power Hour. Come on, yo, I hope is my soundboard working? Nah, it is not.
Oh my
Now
God!
it is. Yes, 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 yes. Let's go. Let's get the run the intro.
Football Power Hour!
I wanna say really quickly that today's show we're gonna talk about the latest on Ugarte. It feels like Ugarte has been the Frankie De Jong of this transfer window. We've been talking about him for almost 2 months, pre Copa America. My lord, I'm getting sick and tired of this. I almost feel like his name is Ugarte to make it, sound like it's a new player. But ah, this has been dragging on for a very long time. And guess what? It is what it is. I think we're kind of reaching a little bit of solution, so to speak. And anyway, we're going to talk about that a little bit more, check on the latest news as well. And also, the last thing, do the power predictions update, table update. If you do not know what that is all about, we predict um, Premier League fixtures on this channel, and we have a little league that we play, because all those predictions count for points. So we're going to do that, and yeah, and also just catch up on things, on how stuff has been going. So as I said, my name is Bots or Botswana Papi or Football Power Hour. That's the name of the channel too. So make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and then hit the notification bell. Let's get the discussion going.
Bruno Fernandes! It's Martial! Just waiting on the back post, surely he'll be found! And scores first! Premier League goal at Old Trafford!
All right. Happy Tuesday to Luen in the building, Lutata in the house, Jarvis in the building. Luen says hello and welcome all. Big up to you, Luen. And man, Lutata says, how are you? I love it. Lutata always salutes the other people in the chat too, asking how they're doing a vibe check. That is one thing I respect about you, Lutata. You're such a community man. So big up to you. Thank you for checking on Luen. And also big up to Jarvis saying, good evening, friends and foes. Jarvis. There is no foes over here. We're all friends. It's a family. It's the YouTube family. Um, it's we all come together because we love the sport of football and we love Manchester United. There's also obviously people in this community that are supporters of other clubs as well, and that is why we welcome them. It's a space for everybody. That's why it's not called the Men United Power Hour for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Big up to men like Mark in the building, says Jarvis. Big up, shout out to you, Mark. Yeah, here we are. How we doing? How we doing on this Tuesday? Yeah, I just want to do the vibe check because it's always important to do so. I think we're like 9 days away, or is it 10 days away from the end of the transfer window? And yeah, I'm curious, what is the state of things? How we feel? Are we ready? Are we in a place where we can go on with the rest of the season, etc., etc.? Let's quickly check on a couple of updates real quick before we get into the main discussions for the day. So kindly don't forget the important thing to hit the like button. So update on Luke Shaw. Provided Luke Shaw does not suffer an umpteenth setback, he is due back after the September international break. All right. That's kind of huge, That is kind of huge. Yeah, I feel like with Luke Shaw, it's one of those things where we just have to hope and pray that there is no setback at all. Let's check to see when is this international break, because we're playing Brighton on August 24th and then Liverpool September 1st. And then for a good 14 days, we do not have a game until we play Southampton. Damn. And then afterwards, Crystal Palace on the 21st. And then 8 days later we play. So we got a 14-day break between Liverpool and Southampton, and then also some time later. Oh well, we'll worry about October when we get to October. But this is how the month is looking for us right now. First is Brighton test. Hit the like button if you are ready for the Marcus redemption day, which is on Saturday. Brighton, be ready for Marcus. I say this because here's the thing. Not because Luan is here, not because you know, if you don't know, Luan is somebody who loves Marcus Rashford, but also loves Manchester United. But I say this because Brighton plays a high line. Brighton is a team that is just sort of set up for Marcus Rashford to start his season going. I even feel like even somebody like Mason Mount is going to come in and also do well. But Marcus, more so Marcus Rashford, because he's our pace merchant. He's the one of the faster ones of the available players in our attacking lineup. So I really feel this is the Marcus redemption day. Especially also I'm glad that Marcus getting to it. Marcus is getting interest from Barca. What do you think, sell or not? There is actually this thing is getting some more steam. Um, If I had to say it, all right, let me, you know what? Before I say my answer, let's do a quick poll. Let's do the Marcus sell or not. This is what Mark's comment has just led us to there right now. What are we saying about Marcus Rashford? It's gonna be Marcus poll. Marcus Rashford. In those words. Sell or not. uh for the season. This is these are the two options really quickly. I mean, that's what your comment, Mark, led me to. But I brought up Marcus Rashford because a lot of people, you know, claim not to be player FC when there's nothing wrong in essence being player FC, because at the end of the day you support a club. In the club there'll be naturally some more players that you like watching more than the others, and then from that there is that's where the player FC phenomena is born, right? It's not necessarily that like you're supporting that player over club, but it's like that's your favorite player from the players that are currently employed or playing for the club. But then there is other people that take player FC to the extremes where they just don't really support any club. They just love this player. So I'm looking at CR7 FC, that people that just hop around and follow this player throughout their career. And more power to them. There's 100 million ways to consume this game of football and to support it. So I am not going to judge anybody on what their choices are. Some people have started paying attention more to the Saudi league because of Cristiano Ronaldo, and that is the player FC market right there. So at the end of the day, you can be one of those people that say, no, I am all for the badge, but whether you like to admit it or not, there is a player that you're pissed off, or not necessarily pissed off, or you're like, you'd rather have start over another player. And that is, in essence, Player FC as well. Joe Blackman disagrees, says, nah, Papi, Player FC started when Ferguson left. We trusted the players more than the Moyes. Facts, but these players are not the ones that won things. Nah, Joe Blackman. Nah, 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 nah. There is other players inside the squad that Feggy had that you still liked more than others. Come on now. Come on. Nah, 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 nah. I disagree with that. But I can see your point being like the Player FC movement grew a lot more with people sort of like now it seems like when Feggy left there was a huge void, and now it was like how do people deal with this void, and then some fans started latching onto some players, and that is how sort of like this Player FC phenomenon kept on evolving. You know what I'm saying? We can disagree. We can agree to disagree. Big up to Yale as well in the building, by the way. Mark says Ban Luke Shaw, his priorities are England over United. Does he really do it on purpose though? I know it's weird. He was ready for England for the Euros, And then when it's time to go to United, he ends up being um injured. I get it. I get it. It feels like he bleeds more. He's more like his blood is more English than United, if you get what I'm saying. But I also want to disagree and say like sometimes we're acting like injuries are things that you pick. You know, of course, Luke Shaw can do a lot more to show his love for the club. He didn't need to go on the holiday after the Euros. He should have just said, "Listen, look at Ganacho. Ganacho asked to cut his holiday short. There are other players that literally said, you know what? I want to prioritize my years as a player because at the end of the day, they're limited. And Luke Shaw is nearing. He's like, if midnight is the end of your playing career, he's at 10 p.m., 10:30. So Luke Shaw really, honestly, should be prioritizing playing for Manchester United a lot more, or should be showing his love for Man United a lot more than he is. I want to say that, but I don't want to just because I'm frustrated with him. I don't want to just go bun him and say, nah, he chooses to be injured. I think that's really false. Davis with an exclusive. Oh, hold on. Fulham have tonight reached. Is Fulham the new Chelsea or what? What is Fulham doing recruiting so many players? Hold on. Fulham have tonight reached agreement in principle with Crystal Palace to sign Joachim Anderson. Compromise found on fee around £30 million, including add-ons. There's a revolution going on, and it is at Fulham, guys. If we all think only Chelsea is the only team preparing for World War V, Fulham feels like they are also recruiting a lot. That is so good for Fulham, good for Marco Silva. Big up to everybody that is tuning in, by the way. Kindly don't forget to do the housekeeping recommendations. Kindly hit the like button. Let your presence be felt in the chat, by the way. So big up to you, Box, as well. Box says yes, and also there's the poll. Let your voice be heard on the poll. The question is Marcus Rashford, sell or nah? We want to close it at 10 people. I think we have how many people? Let me just check. We have 8 voices already. 2 more people to keep to say how they feel about Rashford. See what you started, Mark. This is your fault. Anyway, Buck says if we sell Rashford, we need to spend money to replace him. Who whom would we buy? Honestly, okay. Because this is like a very hypothetical situation, Box. I just want to say, first of all, I do not believe this Barcelona Marcus Rashford rumors because that, in my opinion, you know, being generated probably by Barcelona because they've been in pursuit of Nico Williams since Euros. They've been interested in Nico Williams, and that is more of a negotiation tactic. I believe I'm speculating at this point that they are just doing that as leverage to sort of say, "Listen, Nico, we're gonna look elsewhere." Even though we know that Atletico Bilbao now has offered Nico Williams the number 10 shirt, if I'm not mistaken. They basically offered him a new kit number and said, listen, you are in our plans. And if one thing we know is like, that is also tempting, to feel valued by a club, to feel like the club is fighting for you and what's the word? Responding to just what potential outcomes could happen with regards to you and your future. So as a player, I believe Nico Williams feels valued and he feels in demand and he feels good. But what should he do? What would you do if you are Nico Williams? Go to Barcelona and start this Hansi Flick project, or stay with Atletico Bilbao where you're what's the word, celebrated already. I am curious. I'm curious. Big up to Rebe as well, who's just joining in. Big shout out to you. Thank you for being here. And Dark Crow and Abele. Abele says United. We're gonna get to the Ugarte one in a second. I just want to just close the conversation on Marcus Rashford. I need 10 votes. We got the 10 votes. Come on. Big shout out to all 10 people that have made their voices heard. The first question is Marcus Rashford. I called him Rashford by mistake. But the question is sell or nah? Nah, keep for the season. 30% say we should keep Marcus Rashford. You know what? Shout out to Luen and the rest of the 30% in here who love Marcus, who want to keep him. I Good thing I didn't vote on this one, but I really feel like his redemption season is this season. And also I would want to keep him so that we can sell him for a higher value. There's nothing like selling a player when the stocks are at the lowest because you're not going to get more value for your more worth for your you know what I'm saying, that phrase, more. You're not going to get more money for him if you sell him when his stocks are at his lowest because your negotiation um um conversation is just so weak right now if you have a Marcus Rashford. But if he bangs like light 15 goals between now and January, you know, before January ends, we could have a stronger conversation and say, add a couple of meals for that. Big up to Percy. Long time no see. Percy, hope all is good with you and your family. Shout out to you. I haven't seen you in a minute. I was actually thinking about you. Bang for Bach. Thank you, Box. Thank you. Bang for buck. That's the phrase I was looking for. I was like, nah, never gonna find it. But Bucks with the assist. I appreciate you. Um, Sancho. We're gonna get to Sancho Mark in a second, but Mark says his value is going down. It's not rising anytime soon. On Saturday, Marcus Rashford is gonna cost 2 million more than what he costs now because he's getting a brace. You heard it here for free. We'll talk about this after 90 minutes on Sunday, and I will be like, in the same way, like Mark likes to say, I told you, man. I told you, man. Honestly. Um, um, yeah. And also, I feel like a Mason Mount assist is coming. Guys, believe in your Manchester United players right now because this is what the new season is about. Okay. The poll is closed on Marcus. And big shout out to the 70% people that say sell that guy. Sell him. Hey man, I understand he's not consistent and he's not helping himself with this lack of consistency. At the end of the day, he needs to focus on football and just like get back to the I thought like during preseason he was sharper than like in the last game. That's just my feeling on Marcus. But let's move on from Marcus Rashford and say, Puppy, have food poisoning, those bad stomach feelings he having. We're gonna talk about it, Mark, at the end of 90 minutes. Yeah, I wanna hear you. Yo, I wanna hear you apologize to Marcus, okay? Why are you acting like we can't get his worth unless 50 mil is not enough for me? I'd sell him for that cash on. No, listen, because we know he can add like 15 goals all competitions between now and end of January. Like I really feel that's a achievable target for Marcus Rashford, given that he's hot one season, cold one season. This by its simple logic, this season has to be the hot one and sell him while he's still hot. Serve the food while it's still hot. That's the logic that I'm having on him right now, and I'd rather go for that. Who has more loyalty to Man United, Rashford or Shaw? Jeez. Deadwood Shaw and 207 Rashford. Loyalty to Man United. Rashi, born and bred and like grew like a carrot that grew in the backyard. I feel that's my quick answer, Darko. But that is a very good question. Definitely, it is not. It is not Jadon Sancho. I thought you were gonna say Sancho, but Sancho kissed the badge. I still have nightmares sometimes. Um, you know, Max says the food is rotten. It's 6 weeks old. Yo, let us wait. You say 11 all comps? Marcus is gonna get more than 11. Puppy's using the Kool-Aid as far as Rashford goes. GV, do me a favor, please.
Get right here, man.
After you hit the like button. How are you gonna nah. Let's anyway move on from Rashi. I didn't want to spend a whole 20 minutes on him, but big up to everybody that contributed on that. Percy says for left back, Bonds for left back for United. I would play left back, but I'm not fit anymore, for left back. I tried it last no, the summer before last when I was in Botswana. I I came in. My friend who supports Arsenal, he's a manager for the name of the team is Gaborone United, and Gaborone United is like Gaborone is the capital city of Botswana, right? So there's like this is the domestic league. So he's the manager for that. So they were having a training session, and Bessie, he put me like I was coming in, I just stretch, like I'm like, all right, cool, let me be subbed on because like how he was running that training session, it was one of those where they were playing 11 versus 11, and then like I feel good like in terms of my sharpness, in terms of shooting. I'm really, really, really good with my shots, but as for left back, bro, the running back and forth, nah. But he put me on left back. He literally subbed me on and put me on left back, and I was like, I'll do it. And I guess I'll justify it and say I was playing more of an inverter type of role, because I didn't want to bomb forward because I had to get back. And when it comes to tracking back, is not fun. Going forward is fun, but tracking back is not fun. But anyway, that's what I gotta say about the left back. Big up to the Man United agenda says, yo, big up to you, Man United agenda says, been in your emails, Poppy. My emails do not have a contract from Manchester United for left back though. Oops. Big up to Bath Time saying, there we go, there we land. All right. Has Mark N ever kicked a ball? I think he has. He's talked about it um in one of the streams earlier, like like a couple of weeks ago. I remember having this conversation about him. But anyway, let's go to we should have signed Kadioglu and sold Malasia, keep Shaw for short term, develop Amas. Box is the other way around. Sign Kadioglu, sell Shaw, keep Malasia for short term, and see if there's gonna be an injury relapse again. Don't you think? Box. I can really keep Luke Shaw for short term. He's been here long term. He's been here the longest. Luke Shaw has been at Man United more than Dark Crow has supported Man United.
Oh my God!
Yeah, there we go. He played under 17 World Cup 2001. Oh, okay. Check him out on YouTube. Just Google. You'll see Mark getting rinsed by people on YouTube. Anyway, big up to you. Reber as well says Manchester United will not give the green light to Scott until the deal with Ugarte is done. That's precisely where I want to segue the conversation to. Thank you, Reber, for that. So yeah, the latest that I've checked out on Ugarte is that there is this sort of almost breakthrough of PSG willing to loan the player to Man United until next season, and then with an obligation to buy. They don't really want to budge on the 60 million euros that they want for him. And Man United seem to have about a 10 million plus valuation in difference between PSG and them. And so it's a little bit of a standoff. We had this conversation on Jarvis's Corner with Tom, and Tom was like, who is going to blink first? And it seemed like Jorge Mendes was sort of trying to sort of be the broker of that, doing what an agent is supposed to do, try and find a solution for both parties. And it seemed a little bit like there might be a breakthrough. It's seeming like there will be a breakthrough. And I just feel like obligation to buy is just like, I do not like those things. What if they give us like we increase, like this is where Rebel, I would be like, how about you, whatever fee that they're trying to discuss this transfer window for this loan fee, right? the signing on fee and so forth, whatever fee it is. Like, how about maybe you pay a little bit more there and then try and see if you can negotiate the option to buy? What if Ugarte comes in and becomes a failure at Man United? What if? Just what if? Have you thought about that? And then we'll be obliged to be stuck with Deadwood. What if? You know, is the other thing too that, like, the flip side of the story is, what if Ugarte comes in, plays 30 plus games for Man United in the Premier League, and becomes an integral part, builds a solid chemistry with Kobe Maino, and then also Bruno, and everybody understands each other, and he's just the piece of the puzzle that we needed to really, really, really help us win Europa League, finish third. What if Ugarte comes in and does that? His valuation will be more than 60 million. Maybe that, in retrospect, we'll look at it and be like, wow, we got a bargain there. Look at how, say, Enzo Fernandez or Caicedo or Lavia costs for Chelsea, north of 100 mil. We could be actually doing a good thing here if we say we want him, and with that 60 mil obligation. It's just a very, very, very tricky thing, because every transfer is risk, you know? Every transfer is a risk. So anyway, hypotheticals, but that is the latest on the Ugarte to Manchester United update, by the way. Mark says it's not an option to buy, it's an obligation. Yes, I said obligation. Said obligation. Sorry if I said option. I said obligation. Is Robert talking about Papi? We have agreed the obligation today. The issue is now is the clause triggers. United want to add a clause to pay money in January, and PSG are deciding tonight. We, yeah, as I said, this move is slowly moving towards a breakthrough in the right direction. So hopefully, we can get him in um before the game versus Liverpool. I would really like to see Ugarte, in a Manchester United shirt. Big up to the Admiral. No one knows the future. It's all speculation, Admiral. Right at this point, Bath Time says if we could sell Malasia for anything other than used. Bath Time, do me a favor, please.
Get out of here, man.
Not the used parts. Come on, man. What are you? it's true. Malasia is like, he doesn't give confidence to anybody now. If you haven't played football for almost 2 years, bro, that's tough. He's on yeah. It's what almost Malasia not played for 18 months, says Box. It's like, how long was Mark? You know the answer to this question. How long was Greenwood in limbo without playing? Like, for you definitely know the answer to this question. But Malasia has reached that territory where he's not been playing for so many months, and it's like, is he is he gonna be like Botswana Papi when he was put in that training for at left back and actually run out of air every time he tracks back? You know, because at the end of the day, there was a fighter in there. There was a good player. I really, 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 really liked that performance versus Liverpool that he put in after he had come back from injury. You could see that this guy, he's playing to the highest of his he's giving 100%. He's giving a lot of energy, and he actually locked down Mo Salah for a long part of that game. And I really, really thought, like, oh wow, we have a talent in our hands here. So sad in the case of Malasia. For now, hopefully. Ooh, 18 months, says Mark. I was asking about Mason, not Malasia. Mason. But 18 months was how long he was gone. If this deal gets to if this deal gets to a done deal, this can open the door for Scott to agree a move to Napoli. No, to apologize to Ronald about this. Yeah, he was like, this Napoli is really serious, and I was like, nah. But looks like Antonio Conte really, really wants Scott McTominay, and if at all he ends up going to Italy, good for him. Thank you for your services. But I have to share my concern with you guys. I am very, very, very wary of this move. Remember, Hoyland is not back yet. And if there's one thing about hamstrings, they don't always, like, sometimes they heal all the way, but then, there's always a chance of that relapse. What are we going to do? Rely on Xerxes for Europa, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and Premier League games? Think about it for a second. Like, Scott McTominay is not a fan favorite. This Scott McTominay FC is one of the smallest FCs. But are we really okay with telling Scott McTominay go to Napoli, and then we might not even have somebody else other than Xerxes to share that burden for goals with? We saw if over the weekend what happened, right, versus Fulham. Had Xerxes missed that ball, Scott McTominay was there. He almost tackled Xerxes, actually. He almost swung his foot and hit Xerxes. He was there for that ball. So that means that reading of the trajectory of that, cross my heart and my hope to to what's the word? Like the blind cross that Ganacho was doing. That was like an inshallah cross. For that inshallah cross that Ganacho did, Scott McTominay read it and Xerxes read it. So that anticipation, you know, that ball is something that we're prepared to let go just like that. It's a little concern that I have. I'm not saying we should not get rid of Scott McTominay by all means. Make sure you understand me correctly. Are you making problems that aren't there? I don't know, Vicky. It was just a thought of like, listen, what if the Hoyland injury happens again? Remember last season, right? Last season when we bought him, it was the lower back, right? And then didn't he also go away as well? I feel like Hoyland did get injured for, was it twice or once? Let me just double check this before Vicky says I'm embellishing. Let me just double check Rasmus Hoyland injury record from last season. I particularly remember him missing like twice. Let's see. Let me share the screen so we look at it together. Big up to everybody that is tuning in, by the way. Kindly don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. Boom. There is our guy, Rasmus. So 23-24, he had a muscle injury. He had a hamstring strain. Oh, Lord, is this the same hamstring? You see, Vicky, I am not cooking things up. I am not a fabricator of news right now. He had a hamstring. Yeah. This 23-24 was not good. And 24-25 started like this. Just the thought that I was offering. Are we okay with moving forward without Scott McTominay? I know Isak was injured for a long time, Mark, but I just want to remind you that Hoyland may or may not be done with his injuries after he comes back from this hamstring injury. I am not saying I wish that upon him, but I'm just looking at a player's trajectory here, and we're looking at the dossier together. The injury dossier is right there for us to see. You know what I'm saying? Artists, I don't think will miss Scotty. All right, there it is, done and dusted. No, nobody's gonna miss Scott McTominay except me, I guess. And bath time. Look at this. Another quick poll. Let's go. Scott McTominay, miss or dismiss? How should he phrase this? Scott, should we be letting go of Scott McTominay right now? That's really the question. Should we let go of Scott McTominay right now? You know what I'm saying? It is a valid conversation to have because of Rasmus's injury. That's really the main thing that I want to say. Boom. Done. Let me know. Let your voice be heard. By the way, 70% of the people want Marcus Rashford gone. I want to know what the Scott McTominay vibe is in this community. Let's all make our voices heard. By the way, by voting. By the way, all right. So let's go on to. Hold on. I will miss Scotty. There's more than this is a really good question. Please release Scott McTominay. There's so many people in different ends of the spectrum about this. Does anyone miss Fred? I do. R10, I do, and I feel like we haven't had a Fred replacement. I'm doing two polls. This guy's already crying in his car. No, 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 no. You are too funny, bro. Someone the other day said they thought you were lucky. Who, me? I don't know if you're talking to me, but time. But I'm not lucky saying I am. Yeah, maybe you're talking to somebody else. All right. If Liverpool are getting 20 million for centre back Sepp van den Berg, surely we can sell 20 Tunisian appearances. Welcome player Hannibal for 40. Okay, okay. Box here is talking, guys. There's also talk that Hannibal is leaving. Will Fish is also leaving. We're actually getting a couple of players out, which is kind of refreshing because we have been in need of this clear out, massive clear out, honestly. And who else? It's Will Fish, Hannibal, and Pelestri. Pelestri is going to Panathinaikos. That one, talking about things that hurt, that one is the one that I feel for me. Like Pelestri, we're letting go of him too quickly, too soon. But I also understand that maybe I'm the only one that rates Pelestri, and like Ten Hag doesn't rate him. Many other Premier League teams don't seem to rate him. Isn't that surprising that a player who starts for Uruguay on the right wing, like World Cup, Copa America, he is not being pursued by many Premier League clubs, not even Fulham, who are out here looking for players just like Chelsea. Isn't it weird that nobody is going in for Pelestri from the Premier League as far as we know right now? It's so strange. All right. Um, should we let go Scott McTominay right now? That was the poll. Thank you to all the people that voted. 77% say yes, let him go. Set Scott free. Wow. Wow. 23%. I'm writing these down. We're gonna have a bunch of apologies. So 77% say Scott should go. Wow. And the previous one was what? 70% said Rashi should go. Interesting vibe right now that we have in our community. So shout out to everybody that has voted. I really appreciate you guys being involved in this conversation too. So yeah, Uruguay have one of the worst managers I've seen in my lifetime. No, bath time. Nah. Really? You don't rate Bielsa? Why would you say that, Batam? Can you please explain yourself? Why do you not like Marcelo Bielsa? Bebe says, United, I want to Ugarte and Gonzalez to United is better for next seasons. I really want Ugarte as well. I just have to mention, like he's somebody that I feel like will complete our midfield. And the scenario that we talked about earlier on of like maybe he might end up being worth than 60 million next season this time. If he comes to Man United right now with a loan option, a loan with an obligation to buy, pardon me. So yeah, that is just sort of like where I am with Ugarte. I really agree with you, Deliso, about Ugarte. And Gonzalez, I don't know. Why do you want Gonzalez at Man United for next season? Big up to Vicky says it is not what is best for Manchester United. Is that the most important question? Scott has been nothing but a professional Is it not what is best for Manchester United? That is the most important question. That's what Vicky is saying, and I really feel like thank you for phrasing that question that way, because at the end of the day, just like say Wan-Bissaka was not a horrible player, at the end of the day, he's not where Manchester United should be, with where we're trying to go. He's not a player that should be at Manchester United at this moment. So Scott McTominay, unfortunately, reluctantly, Scott Naldo, I have to say he falls in that category as well. Like, that's just my honest assessment on him. Even though I'm posing this question about, are you worried about the injuries? I'm saying this, by the way, just so you know where I stand with him personally. Um, yeah, but I really really appreciate his professional attitude. He's somebody that has given his blood, sweat, and tears for Manchester United. But we need more than just blood, sweat, and tears to win. Um, to advance, to start challenging for top four, to really like win the Europa League and keep going in the upward trajectory that we're in right now. So, Admiral Drake says, where was the apology when they were putting in piss poor performances week in, week out? Very, 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 very fair question that Drex is asking right there. Honestly, yeah, if they want to apologize, it has to be on the pitch. It has to be with a good performance. So these Man United players really, 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 really need to show up this season. And I feel like Marcus Rashford on Saturday. Clip it here right now, Mark. Scott is a professional and has the mentality, but the issue is he is limited, right? It's like that kid that it's like that kid that tries their best, but it's just like you're like, yo, listen. Um, this class is not for you. Try a different class. You're good at other things. And Scott McTominay it's not like he's a bad person. It's just where things stand with his what he offers and what the club needs. And I love Vicky's question so much because it's more about think about what MUFC FC needs as opposed to player FC, if you get what I'm saying. Big up to Nero, by the way, who is joining in. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I hope that you're well on this Tuesday. Hope that South Africa is good, and with the I don't know if is there the power cut still going on right now. Clearly not, because you're here. But I hope that all is well and swell, by the way. Yeah, we've just been we talked about the Ugarte to Man United update and, Marcus Rashford. We talked about Scott McTominay and also fire quick updates on some of the players, the outgoings that we have in Man United. I also just want to take a quick little glance at how actually, like, as I asked at the beginning of the show, how are we feeling? Are we feeling like we're ready to continue the season? Like with the way with what we have right now, or do you want more? And I really appreciate Abele's comment about I want to get more players. So I'm curious about how much we've spent so far at Man United before we transition to the next topic. Compared to last season, I feel like we haven't spent that much. Remember earlier on we did oh yeah, our expenditure for this season has been 164.5 million. No, 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 no. What in the what is going on? Look at this, guys. Hold on a second. So we've had 60.1 million as income, right? 10 arrivals and then 13 departures. And our overall balance, this looks so different from when we checked it like about 2 weeks ago. And I think obviously part of it is we managed to get managed to see that we last time we checked this, it was prior to Mason Greenwood being official, prior to Wan-Bissaka, but it was after Kambwala had left. That's the last time. I think the people that were here for this stream will remember this. We did a little bit of a league table for all the top six clubs, and how we would, like how we feel like, we're doing in terms of our the transfer window league. I think that's what we called it. And I feel, and I believe we were top of the table. But look at this. All right, we've cleared out some. There's still some, obviously, as I mentioned, Will Fishes, the Hannibal Meshbreeze, the who else? And hopefully Scott McTominay will be joining this list as well. But yeah, and then our incomings has been Euro, Delict, Joshua Zirkzee, Mazraoui. I honestly would have thought we spent a lot more, considering the fact that we have spread out a lot of the payments that we've made this season. The for Mazraoui, Zirkzee, Delict, and Euro have been sort of a spread out type of payments, and it is a little bit surprising. But all right, now that we know our overall balance is minus 104, I'm curious where a team like the chronic shoppers, let's look at them. Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea expenditures transfers. Let's quickly check where they are, because this team, gosh, if Chelsea was a person, it would be Vicky. I feel like Vicky spends a lot of money on shopping. Do you, Vicky? I could be making a wrong assumption about you, but um, let's see. Okay, where's the one that says arrivals and departures and shows the overall expenditure? Come on now. So departures. Let's see. Chelsea FC all transfers. I think that's the one. There it is. There it is. There it is. Departures. 102. You see, they were like lazy with the Chelsea one. They were like, nah, we're not gonna calculate it here because we can't keep up. Wow, 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 wow. They got rid of Matson, Lewis Hall, Omari Hutchinson, who they said was gonna be the golden boy of the Premier League. Gosh, I haven't forgot that ZH was in the books as well. Hey, anyway. That is how things are looking there, by the way. Big up to everybody that has tuned in. Neil Driscoll in the building. Hope that you're well. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, Vicky says no comment on the shopping. Sorry. I said it's just an assumption. I could be wrong. I think actually the chronic shopper of this community would be Ronald. Ronald is irresponsible with his money because he bets a lot. He's probably the most person that spends a lot. Big up to Shay, by the way, for being here, saying we got 8 people that are 007 agents. They have not hit the like button yet. Please do hit the like button. What are you waiting for? Anyway. Yala says Chelsea spending is less than United. They are literally using monopoly money, says R10. Yeah, I think like a big part of Chelsea, you got to give them this. As much as they love to buy, they also know how to sell as a club. Chelsea Football Club, we can call them whatever, Chelsea University, Chelsea Circus, whatever they are. Like they literally know how to sell players. Look at this, why they have such an extensive departure list as well. So at the end of the day, they deserve that credit. If only we knew how to sell like Chelsea Football Club, We're gonna do this, says Nero. I hope we do it. Looking at right bath time, does Felix count as 45 mil if they also paid 20 mil for him as a loan fee last year? Very, very good question. I feel like my guess would be yes, but all that obviously remains to be seen. I don't know if last time when I checked on the Joao Felix thing, it was almost about to be done, but I don't know if it's fully official yet. And at the end of the day, he's a low risk signing for Chelsea and could have like medium to high reward, But also he should learn that going back to your X is not usually a good thing, you know. I predict that Joao Felix is gonna do the Lukaku and give an interview and give an interview that ends up ends up stirring the fan base, like causing some drama in the fan base. He really needs to talk to Lukaku and say, is it a good idea to go back to the bridge? Yay, 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 yay. Anyway, let's hope that um as a player, I Joao Felix, I don't really feel like he's very dangerous in terms of shooting, but everything else, his link up play, his dribbling, he seems like a really, really good player. But you know, he's just one of those people that's like, if now I can't get Lukaku out of my mind. If Joao Felix feels like he's also been club hopping, like say Alvaro Morata. Let's say Alvaro Morata. I was gonna use Lukaku again as an example, but he feels like he's somebody who jumps around. Is he at Atletico? Is he at Barcelona? Is he at Chelsea? He just keeps on club hopping. Big up to anybody that likes clubbing like Joao Felix. Anyway, this is our season. Believe. Go, go, Man United, says Nero. Let's go. Guys, I wanna Shay, I'm gonna put the link in because I wanna transition the conversation to um the last thing that I wanted to cover in today's show. Where Vicky says, didn't Joao Felix go on loan for 8 weeks and then get a ban with a red card on it? Yes, he did. He certainly did. He's the same guy that like such an enigma of a player because I feel like there is something in there, but he just can't, like as, put his foot down in one club and actually show that, you know what, I uh I deserve to be a starter in this club. Even when he gets there, it's like he's gonna play second fiddle to Nkunku. What's Chelsea's lineup going to be? What's the Raheem Sterling like situation? That Chelsea mess is so. If you're having a good day and you want to have a headache, go try and figure out the Chelsea Football Club transfer situation. It is guaranteed to give you a headache. Um, Felix is probably the greatest European.
Oh my God.
You call him a flop though? He was good in the Champions League last season, wasn't he? At one point, I remember when Hoyland, Morata, and Felix were the top goal scorer for the in the group stages, right? I think they had 5 goals. All three of them had 5 goals. I remember this as a question in the Friday Cahoots. So anyway, but Bastan has coined him a flop of the last 25 years. Lethy paid over Atleti paid over 110 for him. That is true. Atleti did overpay. On the earlier point, Batham says, I don't know, you can't amortize a loan fee, so they must have paid it over that year. That you're probably right. You're probably right on that one, Batham. What Chelsea did last year does not matter for this year, says Yale. Interesting. We shall know how things are going to look, obviously, because we are about 9 days or so away from the end of the window. By the way, Shay and anybody that wants to join in, I put the link in the chat. We are also going to look at the predictions table because you're thinking of Felix Maguire. Arjen, stop distracting me. Nero, what are you talking about? Uh, let's keep the show on track. I should stop getting distracted by the comments. Yeah, the power predictions table. We play, guys. We've been playing this game since what, last season. We started a third or so into the season, but this season we started on match day 1. If you haven't participated yet, you still have a chance to participate. It's very simple. You give your Premier League predictions for each fixture, and it's as simple as that. You put them all in a community post. If you don't know where the community post is, it is very, very easy to find. All you do is go to youtube.com. Right there you will see Uh, it is. You'll see some guy right there talking. You hit, you look at all these tabs: home, videos, shorts, live, podcast, playlist, community. You hit community. Big up to the 22 people that are watching, guys. You gotta hit the like button if you haven't done so. Oh, why is the air horn stuck? What I wanted to hit. That's the button that I wanted to hit. So all these predictions are already in here, by the way. I already put them in the table. So I want to quickly announce how the league is looking right now. If you haven't played yet, do not worry. You still got lots of time to catch up, because there's only one person that really should we should catch up with, and his name is Yale.
Oh my God.
Let's all hit the like button for Yale. Let's clap hands for Yale. Clap hands for Shay Arsenal. Big up,
I
Shay.
forgot the big up legend.
Yes. You forgot what? You forgot what,
I
Shay?
forgot the bees game, like the Brentford game.
I know. You had 9 fixtures in there, and I was like, Shay, look. Yeah, you forgot. No, you forgot Chelsea versus City. That's the one you didn't put in. That's the score prediction that you forgot.
I think I said 3-2 to Chelsea.
Shay, if it's not in the community post, it's not there. Look. I got.
Oh, I forgot. Can I be a 007 agent?
Congratulations, Shay. You are a 007 agent. You did not put in one fixture, and that was the City one, and which was probably the easiest. Where is Shay here? Is this Shay?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah. You see, you forgot the City one. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's go back to congratulating Yale was actually the person that earned the most points. As you can see, like, he's got more yellows. Yellow means 3 points. So Yale got United 1-0 correct, the Forest game correct, and West Ham and Villa correct, like exact. So you get 3 points and then 1 point for all the other outcomes. So big up to Yale for that. Joe Blackman only predicted 1, so he's also a. Vicky is also another.
I know how many points I get. I only got 5 points.
For real. But not bad, Shay. When you look at the table, look at the table. You and I, you have 5 points. Wait, why am I'm below Luen? No, I should be above Luen. It's alphabetical order. I should be above Luen and Vegeta and Dominique. Boom. There we go. So there I am right there behind Ronald, who's got 7 points. Mark, it's not looking good, bruv. Mark has 3 points. So
At least I'm above Mark. I got a message for Chelsea Ram.
Yeah. I gotta tell him. And what did Chelsea Ram say?
Has anyone seen Chelsea Ram? Where is he?
Oh my God.
Chelsea Ram, if Chelsea had won, he would have been here, That's how it is. But yeah, look at that. I want to congratulate also the other people that are in the top 4. I'm looking at Tommy, who's the first time playing the game. Tommy, so big up yourself. Big up to Imran Khan and Mental Ball Game. And yeah, you guys are killing it. R10 and Ronald, I'm coming for you next. I am making sure that match day 2, I'm gonna get 13 points like Yale, or more, So that is my prediction for the match day 2. I'm gonna put the community post for that shortly. So guys, don't forget to participate even if you haven't played on the first match day. Vicky says I would join in, but I'm camping and no talking after now. Big shout out to Vicky for joining us while you're camping. Really appreciate that, by the way. Hope that you're having a good chill time in the woods, Yeah, Buck says Neil Lennon sacked as Rapid Bucharest manager after just 6 games, 0 wins, in charge a week after urinating on training. Shay, do you hear what just happened?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Get
You
out
saying
of here.
you saying he urinated on the training pitch?
No.
God, that is crazy, Box. If that is true, that is one of the wildest stories ever. GB week 2 is about to go. I'm gonna put it up later on tonight. So look out for that, as well as you, Vicky, as well as Bath Time. Anybody that wants to join in on this game, guys, don't forget. I will personally buy you a Manchester United shirt or merch. One of the two.
I had to wear a Tottenham t-shirt if I don't win the predictions league.
Okay, if it's Shay, if you win it, Shay, I'm going to buy you an Arsenal mug. How about that? And like a Man United, like something, a hat. Because deep down, you're Man.
I respect Alexis Sanchez. I respect him.
Okay, all right, all right.
That's the only player I respect.
That's
And well
the
done,
player.
Aaron Bissaka to West Ham.
What about Robin van Persie? Do you respect Robin van Persie?
My God.
Okay, all right, all right, all right. Now I guess we can be friends, Shay. We can be friends. There we go. I do like how everyone's got a tidy room. Very Jordan Peterson inspired. Big up to Bastam. I don't know what you're talking about, but big shout out to you and Jordan Peterson, by the way. Yeah, guys. I just wanted to give that special shout out to the people that are leading in the game and the guys that are in top 4, and also just quickly catch up on some of the news. And I think we've talked about most of them. We can also look at what other things. Oh, there was an interview that Kobe Mano gave. And oh boy, we gotta look at it together. Hold on. Gotta look at
Make
some
sure
of,
you like,
some of the stuff.
subscribe, and notification on. If you don't, you're a 007 agent.
So yeah, Scott McTominay. I'm not Scott McTominay. Pardon me. Kobe Mano. Kobe Mano is who I wanted to say. He was asked who his favorite player was. Can you guess, Shay, as a Arsenal fan, who was Kobe Mano's favorite player?
Marcus Rashford.
Nah.
Get out right here, man.
Be serious. Be serious now. Who was Kobe Mano's favorite player from Man United?
Has to be Jordan.
No, it's a player that used to play for Man United but doesn't play for Man United anymore. He's I think he's still a manager. Yeah, he's a manager right now, even though he was fired. But he's a very good player.
Rooney.
Yes. The answer is Wayne Rooney. That was Coutinho's favorite player for Manchester United. So, he also said this about him. He said, "Listen, or rather, the question was like, who's your favorite player for Man United?" And he said, Wayne Rooney. He likes the way Wayne Rooney played. He liked also. I'm putting the comment up right now because it just disappeared for a second. Hang on. Yeah, he said Wayne Rooney just for the way that he played. So and don't forget Kobe Mano was a forward back in the day. So it kind of makes sense. He says Rooney, for the way he played, he could do everything, and for that, he always would rate Wayne Rooney. So yeah, big shout out to him. Also, look at this Premier League Team of the Week that I wanted to also share by who scored. And you, Shay, you'll be happy about this. Look at the
Kai Havertz.
Of course, Kai Havertz is in there.
Kai Havertz scores again.
And Saka actually scored my favorite goal of week 1, Shay.
Yeah.
I think that's the best goal.
Yeah, you see him back there, me Arsenal card.
That's okay. All right. Oh, it says Shay as well. Nice.
That's my FIFA rating. I got 99 pace and 99 dribbling, 99 shooting.
That is so Not true.
Get out of here.
Hey, on the pitch, what position do you play when you're playing with
I
your mates?
when I play with my mates, my old school, my old college, I score a weldy outside of the box.
Okay, but what position do you play though?
I'm not very good at goalkeeper. I'm more like a midfielder and a defender.
Okay, all right. So you're
Something,
like Declan Rice
yeah, or
or
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. Okay, all right. Well, big up Declan Shea. Look at your team has two players in the team of the week. You know,
And of course, City got one.
City's got one. Man United has got one. No, City's got two. They've got Kovacic and Guardiola. Kovacic scored a very nice goal versus Chelsea, so it makes sense. Guardiola had a really good game as well. Pedro Porro, I have no idea what Porro is doing there. By the way, it's just so weird. You know,
Yesterday, Tottenham bottled the 1-0. Did you see that?
I saw that. I saw that, and I was so happy that Jamie Vardy was trolling them. Guys, if you don't know what Shay is talking about, like Jamie Vardy had a special reminder for the Spurs fans. Oh my goodness, Vardy, we needed this energy in the Premier League. Look at this. He said, you guys have zero Premier Leagues, and I have one.
Jamie Vardy scored again.
Right. Right. So that is I guess the troll
I'm nervous
of
when we
the week.
played against Leicester. When Arsenal plays Leicester, I'm nervous.
You better be nervous because Leicester City seems like they're not gonna be an easy team to beat. So yeah. So but anyway, while we're talking about this team of the week, thank you, Vicky, for that reminder that the person that scored for Leicester City for Spurs, pardon me, was Pedro Porro, and then Jamie Vardy equalized. So actually, you could also say that Vardy should be
I
in here
agree.
as well. You know.
I 100% agree.
But Mitoma also scored for Brighton, and so did Welbeck, so did Havertz. So everybody on the front right now, they pretty much got a goal. And Joelinton was very instrumental for Newcastle
Shout
when
out to my Uncle C.
yeah, they fell to 10 men, but they still managed to get a draw versus Southampton. So big shout out to Newcastle, and I think it's Joelinton who scored as well. So makes sense that they put him here. All these forwards here have goals, and Pedro Porro as well. Maguire, Guardiola, and I think Anthony Robinson didn't score. They are the
Yeah,
only players that are in this team of the week and didn't get a goal. So interesting look right there at how these players performed over the weekend. So we will be here. We will be here obviously for the watch along. But before the watch along, there'll obviously be the happy hour, and tomorrow there's a stream. So guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and
if
let's
you don't, you're
yeah,
the
if you don't, you're a big 007 agent. And that's the music for you. Let's take a moment, by the way, to laugh at Liverpool.
and shit and poo Spurs.
Right? Liverpool and Chelsea don't have any players in the team of the week.
Chelsea, where are you? Liverpool, where are you?
Not there.
Are you
So,
up there? No.
yeah, right.
Where's Chelsea Ram?
Chelsea ran. He's hiding in his car. He's crying in his car.
I cannot
So-
hear him anyway. Is he in the relegation zone?
He actually said last season, he was like, I promise I'm going to start at the beginning of the season and I'm going to win this power predictor game. And nobody has seen him. He's like Zubimendu. Zubi, Zoo. Where are you?
Chelsea Ram, where are you? And you're putting in the power prediction.
Yeah. Shay, so between Saka and Havertz, who was your man of the match? by the way?
It's got to be. He scored again. 50 minutes down the drain.
And just like that, we lost Shay.
Has to be
Ah,
Saka. Has to be
I
my boy.
know.
Has
I
to be my
know.
star boy Saka.
Listen. I gotta ask you this about Saka because I was having a conversation with some people on my WhatsApp group, and we're talking about whether Saka will ever be considered on the same level as, say, Iron Robin. You know, Iron Robin has won a Champions League, he's won domestic leagues, he's won trophies, and we all know he performed consistently for a very long time. Like, I want to ask you right now, what do you think? Is Saka world class? Is Saka the same level as Iron Robin?
He won the FA Cup in 2020.
20, I don't remember. Yeah. And then what else did he win?
The 2 community shields.
The dinner plate.
And he should have. He's world class for me. He's one of my best number 7.
Oh, that's a nice a nice answer, Shay. He's Here's the thing. Here's the thing. People in the chat are differing on this. Buff Time says Saka is world class. Nero says nah, Saka is doo doo. Buck says Saka is the same level as Prime Theo. Welcome. Arten says if Saka moves to right midfield, to Real Madrid. Pardon me. I was like, what are you talking about? Yes. So this is where the conversation went in the WhatsApp group, Shay. It said like somebody responded and I responded, and the consensus was Saka needs to win, not just win, but win big. He has to win with like win the Champions League and win a domestic league. And honestly, he has more chances of doing that in Real Madrid, in Spain. What Arten is saying is actually, it feels like Arten was part of that conversation as well, because at the end of the day, he's been good for the past 3 seasons for Arsenal in the Premier League, but he has not been good enough to be able to help Arsenal win the Premier League. So it's a tough question for Saka. Kenny says Saka is a good player, but not world class. GB says once again, puppies on the Kool-Aid as far as Saka and Robin. No, it's a question, GB. It's a question. Do you consider Saka world class or not?
If we get Lino Sane from Bayern Munich or someone.
Oh, you want Leroy Sané?
Or Ivan Toney as a striker, like a striker. Like if our striker get injured.
Yeah. Then I hear it. I hear it. By the way, yeah, I wanted to let's actually we did enough polls for the day, but big up to all the almost 20 people voted on the Scott McTominay poll. I want to close it off right now and write these results down, because this community is gonna have to
Shout out to the legends in the community.
Right. The question was, should we let go of McTominay? And knowing Rasmus's injury, and 84% of the people said yes, we should still let go of Scott McTominay. Wow.
We need Scott McTominay come to Arsenal.
You want him at Arsenal? Did I hear you correctly, Shay?
Yes.
To do what? To help with setting up the cones for training? What is he going to do at Arsenal?
Nothing. Just score goals. Help us win.
Isn't your team stacked, bro? What are you talking about, Shay?
Get out of here.
No, but it's a real question though. I'm not trolling you, Shay. I'm like, I don't see any room for Scott McTominay and Arsenal, Honestly.
We need a backup midfielder. When our midfielders get injured, like if our midfielders, like Thomas Partey might be leaving.
Okay, if Partey leaves, then maybe, Don't
Yeah.
so you have Declan Rice. You're rumored to be getting the Mikel Moreno guy. You have um who else? Who's in your midfield? It's
Odegaard, our captain.
okay, and who else?
Partey when he comes.
Is Jorginho still part of your squad or no?
Yes.
Well, then what is Scott McTominay gonna do? Like what I don't get it. Like if it's did you sell Nketiah already?
We sell Smith Rowe to Fulham.
Yeah, yeah.
He done
Uh,
amazing at Fulham.
yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Also, Shay, as we're closing up, like, did you ever see? Kenny says Shay is drinking some Kool Aid.
I'm drinking a cup of tea.
Thank you. What does it say? What does your mug say? Life is a wait. I can't see.
If you can make the screen big, you can see.
Oh, okay. All right, Shay. All right. Oh, nice. You're a legend, Shay. Nice. That's really nice.
A nice cup of rosy lee because I'm always doing a
got
yawner one.
got you. I'm not drinking from a vase. This is an actual cup.
Are you drinking beer or
No, it's just
water?
water. It's just water.
We can have a water. Cheers.
Yes, cheers. Oh, you got your water and your tea. Big up,
Water
Shay.
am I talking about?
I was looking for the dum. Yeah, my soundboard is really messed up.
You
But that
need to
was
get a new soundboard soon.
yeah, I need a new soundboard. But that was a really good joke, Shay. That was really good. It's better than Munch, I can tell you that. You
Me and Munch can have a joke off.
a joke off. Oh, Shay. Oh man. I think I heard it right. He said a joke off. You know, I need to clean my mind. I'm the one that heard something else. Anyway, big shout out to everybody that tuned in. I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, the last comments that I will read: Arsenal would have won the league if they scored against Aston Villa. McTominay scored against Villa for us in the last minute. For real, for real, for real. Luan sent a comment on Saka. Yeah, you didn't. I didn't hear your opinion on Saka, if he's world class or what you think about him, Luan. Who are world class players in our league? De Bruyne, Haaland, McTominay, Salah. Says bath time. Not McTominay. Haaland is scoring world class numbers. I don't know if he's a world class player though. Vicky said Saka would be world class if he didn't suffer from vertigo. When was the last time Saka turned up in big games that mattered? Says Kenny Fen TV. I think he has a good record though against the big six, isn't it true? He's all right. He's all right. Let's see if he's going to be consistent again. If he can do it for the fourth season. Anyway. Don't blame Shay. I should blame myself. Says Harden. Anyway, big up to you guys. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for being here. And yeah, tomorrow make sure you tune in. Make sure you hit the notification bell. We will be live again and look at some of the news that's been going on. And hopefully we would have had a breakthrough in the Ugarte deal, and hopefully something about Amrabat as well, because I'm waiting on Amrabat. I seem to be supporting the the most unpopular players that played for Man United. And we'll end it on this note. Spurs have a brand new logo they just launched after they bottled it versus um, Leicester City. And ladies and gentlemen, for you to understand the logo, I gotta show you this first. Okay, hold on. How do I'm gonna show you this as we close up the show. This is Spurs. What's his name again? Postecoglou. Postecoglou. He's got a picture. He's given us the first meme for the season, and ladies and gentlemen, it looks like this. Spurs is the only team to give you high blood pressure when you're the manager. I hope this man's health is okay, because now look at what it has led to. Spurs now have a brand new logo, and it looks like that. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. We'll see you guys very soon. Peace.
Football Power Hour!
Mate.